Senpai and like Starly right here with like Digimon, right?
Uh-huh.
We're gonna be going to a cold weather podcast, where we're gonna be talking about video games. Well, games in general, I guess, right? Because I play a lot of games which aren't video games, surprisingly, right? Like legit, like who plays non-video video games these days? Like who plays board games? Not me.
I don't know. I kind of have to.
Oh god. Okay.
Kind of like forced to play board games.
Honestly,
There we
board
go.
games are a lot of fun.
Because the
Oh, they are.
Twitch is really fussy about actual names and stuff.
Yeah. I actually
Wait, can you wait? How are you hosting me and streaming?
because I am God. Yep.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right.
That's
All right. Bro.
We get
Good.
it, boys.
Acceptable item.
Acceptable.
Acceptable excuse.
Yeah. Okay.
I am God.
I am God.
I am God.
let me post the link on Twitter now as well. Also, Moral just wait. What if I retweet Moral's quote retweet?
Do it.
We're live now.
Do it. That's what we do.
That's what we do. I'll go retweet it right
Indeed. We do be a cold weather podcasting new of him. We do be a cold weather podcasting. Yep. Today's topic for anyone who has just joined after. Wait, am I still hosting Claire? I don't think I'm hosting Claire anymore. Am I?
now.
But yeah, today's a cold weather podcast is what was it? Games. Yeah, games. That's what it was.
This man came up with the topic a few hours ago. I forgot it.
Literally a few hours ago. Yeah, games. I play a lot of games on stream, right? And I do a lot of interesting things while I play games as well. Like for example, right? This is just a habit of mine, but like if I'm playing video games with anyone else or even by myself, right? I'll always be like, does dying work in this game? And then I'll hop off a tower and see if there's fall damage.
That's
Everyone's like,
how we do
why?
it.
Because like I was playing Genshin like a few months ago, right? And my viewers, right? And my viewers were like, yo, why the hell are you just jumping off all the towers? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm seeing if you respawn with full health or not. And they're like, what? What? And that's the same thing for a lot of I grew up with Minecraft on keep inventory on because all the servers I played always had keep inventory, right? And or they were minigame servers, right? So I just got into the habit of I'm lost in Nether, might as well die, So when I'm playing video games, I have very weird tendencies to die. Very weird tendencies to die.
Is it your first to do this? Like, I'm in that game. I gotta see if I can die.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yo, is there permadeath in this game? And I just die. I play a lot of roguelikes.
Let me die real quick.
I play a lot of roguelikes
quick
though,
before
which
we get started.
Lenovo recommends you install these updates to optimize your computer. Please note the following update. No, I'm not gonna reboot my computer. Thank you. Okay, but yeah, no, I have a weird tendency to just die a lot in video games. Like if you ever see me in co-op, right, I'm gonna abuse the respawn system to hell and back, right? Like I was playing Code Vein with Pepe, right? Like you guys know Pepe Lopez or whatever, right? So
whatever.
Yeah, Pepe Lopez or whatever. Yep. So in co-op, right? In co-op, there's a respawn mechanic, right? There's a respawn mechanic where if you join someone else's world and you die, you can rejoin the world immediately after at full health, right? So during a boss fight, right? What we would do, right, is Pepe would be running around avoiding the boss and doing all normal boss fight stuff, right? And then there will be me, right, who's literally going, hey, you're almost out of health. I'm almost out of health. I'll bait myself to die real quick, so that way I can rejoin your world and use my healing spells on you. And always very cheating. Yeah.
Amazing.
But it works. It works. If the co-op wasn't,
it works.
If the co-op wasn't trash, right, it would be a lot more effective because 99% of the time I'll be like, oh yeah, I can't join because the co-op servers are broken again, right? But the other 5% when it does work, it's just infinite life hack,
Maybe it's a built-in system to prevent you from quitting and rejoining. Maybe that's the big brain players. Just don't let you rejoin, and then you can't abuse the system. Easy.
Fair enough.
Beautiful. No more co-op.
Man, but some of the new games I've been playing, have you guys heard of Bannerlord? Mount and Blade Bannerlord?
What is that?
No.
Okay,
heard of it.
you guys know the Mountain Blade Warband, right? Like that like military country, ancient, Europe, Asia game thingy, right? Right.
That was like 5 different categories shoved into one.
Like one.
No,
I
exactly.
got confused.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
brain got it all.
but Mountain Blade
I got
Warband and
lost along the
Bannerlord,
way, bro.
Bannerlord and Warband have the most intense like death system in the world, right? Because like if you die, you don't just like respawn, or you don't just like you don't just like what is it? You don't just like respawn or have to like start over like in like a roguelike, right? What you have to do, right, is you need to wait around for a few minutes while your character gets hauled around the world until you can either escape or they like give you a ransom fee, right? They'll literally go, hey, if you want to play the game, you need to pay me like 50 in-game coins. I'm like, why the hell? And like it's really bad when you're like a newbie in the game, right? Because like what will happen, right? What will happen, right, is you'll have like 1,000 coins or 1,000 gold coins or whatever, right? And then they'll be like, yeah, the ransom's 1,000 gold coins, and you're like, how will I recover from this? So
What if you die with no coins? What happens?
if you die with
then?
no coins, they'll just haul you around until like a random like 5-6 minutes down the line, they're just like, yeah, you escaped, and then you have like no one in your party because like it's like they're like in the game, right? There's NPCs who are like 50 characters wide, right? So you're by yourself, right? And you have the same exact health and attributes as like any other character in the game, right? So like sometimes, right, I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna create another party so like my NPC allies can get like their own party of like NPCs, right? Their own army or whatever, right? And then an NPC will, after my friends get out of the way, right? An NPC party of like 500 people like just like pop up behind me and be like, yo, you wanna 1v1 us, and I'm just like, no.
So I see that you're alone now.
Yeah, I
that's
see you're
fine.
alone now. Yeah, and it's pretty fun altogether, pretty fun altogether. Death
Sounds
systems in
fun.
game makes it a lot more fun because like either a roguelike makes it a lot more intense, right? Because like if you die, you start all over again, right? Like more punishing systems. I honestly like more punishing systems because it just makes dying feel much more important, right? And like if you just have
Yes.
like normal everyday respawn or like go from a save, as hell I'm gonna abuse that. But yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's my experience with video games. Constant death. Yeah.
constant death.
Constant.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. What kind of games do you guys play? Like I'll start with Starly today. Starly, what kind of games do you like to play?
Recently, I've been playing a lot of games, but
Same.
I usually play like
Same.
I guess like RPG games.
RPGs are fun.
Nice.
RPGs are fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
My problem with them, right, is whenever I start RPG, I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna play it on the hardest difficulty possible, right? And like,
I can't do that.
no, I always do
I'll
that,
just get
right?
normal.
I'm perfectly fine with it if it's like me personally playing the game. I'll always play at the hardest difficulty, right? Just because I'm an intense gamer, right, with a capital G, right? But like yeah,
Capital G game. Bro.
yeah, indeed. But like if like I'm playing on stream, right, I don't want to deal with that. Like imagine like waiting around for like 5 minutes just like grind because like I've legit like played Cyber Sleuth, right, on the hardest difficulty, which is like the Digimon game, right? I grinded for 3 hours, could not beat one boss, and it had another stage I never got to, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this on stream anymore. So I just lowered the difficulty.
I was under the impression that chat likes seeing you suffer.
Oh yeah, no, they do like watching me suffer a lot, but not for
Exactly.
3 hours straight.
So that's you want to stream games that you can't beat, right?
Yeah. But the thing is, that 3
Big
hours in
game
one
plays.
session, right? I had another like 2 sessions before that, which I just grinded and did side quests just to try beating the boss. So it was at least like 7 hours of like content, which I was just doing the same thing over and over with the most efficient grinding method.
Okay, I can see that getting boring.
Yeah. The problem is, right? The problem in Cyber Sleuth, right, is how like in Pokemon, you're always just like, yeah, I'll just use the Digimon, the Pokemon which is effective against this Pokemon type, right? In Cyber Sleuth, right, it's always 3 versus 3, with sometimes even having multiple layers, right? So the opposite party will always be like, yeah, I have grass, water, and fire at the same time, so you can't get any super effectives, right? And like
Yeah.
sometimes it will be like in the Pokemon terms, right? 2 grass and 1 water, right? So it'd be like, hey, if you want to be super effective against the grass, right, by using a fire type, you just die, right? Because there's a fire type, right? But if you want to be grass, right, then you're just like ineffective against everything other than that one fire type, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
It's a fun game if I was on my own. But it's not fun when I'm like with 50,000 people, well, like reasonably speaking, like 2, in chat, probably lurking. But,
Reasonably speaking.
reasonably 2.
So let me lower that number down. Real quick.
Chicken in chat says, I grinded for 12 hours for 7 days in Genshin to continue the story. I wonder if it would still be fun if you're streaming.
I hate grind. I hate grinding.
Yeah, okay, so in Genshin, right, you either grind for 12 hours in-game, or you grind for like 10 minutes at your job, and then, you use that money. Am I wrong?
True. But honestly, Genshin levels,
Yeah.
I hate, bro. Cause was it a
Man, I can't play gacha. Like I know people like playing gacha, right? But if
I
I'm
mean, I
gonna
don't
play
play.
gacha,
I don't play Genshin for gacha. I play for the RPG world exploring aspects.
but I can't take like
I've only pulled like 3 people out of my whole fucking game experience.
Gacha for me just makes it so much worse as the experience because in a Pokemon Zone you can find every Pokemon in like at least like 2 hours after you just walk around the grass like 5-6 times, right? But gacha is gated behind like mobile mechanics where you have to either pay or you have to like grind for like 5 hours to get like 1 pull, So like that for me that's as a video game boomer pretty much, right? Gachas pretty much are not my type. Sari in chat says,
No, that's understandable.
Yeah. Sari in chat says, I enjoy emotional or psychological visual novels. I never played a visual novel, surprisingly.
I have actually.
RPGs?
I played Doki Doki Literature Club for a bit.
Okay. So
I guess, yeah.
I streamed it on my. I streamed it, but I have like videos on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So you guys know Amnesia the
Grinded
Dark
the
Descent,
ball
right?
down.
Link. Amnesia? Yeah.
Yeah. You guys know Amnesia, the horror.
Yeah,
the horror
I love
series, right?
Amnesia. I've been playing it. Yeah.
So I got
I
the
just got
series.
it.
So I got the series on Humble Bundle, right? Like the Dark Descent and a Machine for Pigs, right? But Amnesia the Dark Descent was also packaged with right? Amnesia the visual yaoi novel, and I was like, okay then.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I got Amnesia, right? I got the horror game series in a bundle with a romance visual novel. Wait, Sari says that she's played both. Sari says that she's played both Amnesia the horror game and the Otome. Okay.
That's so weird.
They were bundled together. I don't know which one I was more scared of, to be honest.
Could you imagine
Oh my gosh.
someone's first
Amazing.
interaction for
I'm such a
Amnesia
suck.
would be a romantic game instead of the actual game? And they'd be like, oh, I love Amnesia. I love that you can.
Wait, do you guys want me to pull up the Amnesia games on my Steam profile right now? Because I have both games.
Ah,
Here we go.
looks
I'm
pretty
gonna share my
nice,
screen,
actually.
right? I'm gonna share my screen real quick, right? Screen focus, right? On the stream, right? Ready? Okay, here it is. Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, right? Horror game, blah 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 blah, right? Amnesia: The Dark Descent, also horror game, right? Amnesia Memories, Otome.
Oh my god.
Man.
I mean, it looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at it right
does have
now.
a nice art style. Wait,
Good art style.
wait, the love interest's legs are terrifyingly long. Nice.
So they have long ass legs. Love to see it.
Yeah, okay.
Love to see it.
Sari says Sari also enjoys RPGs with a mix of horror, a slice of life, and time management, as well as you sound like you would like Persona. That sounds like Persona, doesn't it?
Hey, I played that game.
That sounds like Persona, right?
I played the most recent one, the 5th one.
But if you
I've been
enjoy
trying
those,
I've been trying to get into that series.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yep, if you enjoy those though, I would also enjoy Cyber Sleuth because it's very dark.
I think they play the same. from
Yeah.
how you explained it.
Yeah, it's a very
me.
dark game. You don't need time management because you can just stall for like hours, right? It will be like the last quest, right? It will be like yo, Doi, there it's the end of the world. You need to get into this portal quick, right? And I'm just like but I have like 8 side quests I need to do first. Yeah, a BRB, and then I just like do the 8 side quests. I grind until my Digimon are like max level, right? And then I go save the world, right? But
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the one thing that sometimes like fuck me because in Persona you have to talk, you gotta manage time
Yeah.
because there's a due date that you gotta like
Yeah.
beat the big boss or
had
whatever.
people, right? I've had people, right, who there's this mechanic where the more time you spend in the game, there's like a farm mechanic, like like the Digimon daycare thing, right? Like I mean Pokemon daycare, right? Where the more steps you have, the more levels you get and everything, right? XP and all that.
Yeah.
It's that, right? But you don't need to touch your controller. So I've had friends, right, who have like 400 hours in the game, and and they're just like, yeah, no, hard mode's still pretty challenging, and I'm like, damn, because like I failed. I tried to have every single second of the content on stream, right? So I can't just AFK, right? Like imagine me streaming, right? Imagine me streaming, and you pop into my stream, you see the game in like the top left corner, right? And then you just see me knocked out like right here, laying like on my back or whatever. My character's just like eyes closed, laying back.
You haven't done an AFK stream? I've done an AFK stream. I've done a stream where I just like went into Minecraft.
Yeah.
And then sat in front of my Enderman farm, and then I went to sleep. And I woke up like 8 hours later, and I was like, "Huh, all right."
You must
Time
have a
to turn
big
it
chest
off.
system then. You must have like the biggest chest system ever to like hold that storage, or else you're wasting like your electricity. If
I mean,
yeah. I've had AFK grinders where like they fill up in like an hour, and I'm like, what the hell, AFK grinders are kind of
oh yeah, it's modded. It's modded. So
Okay.
I had like
okay. Solar panels,
like-
no.
custom chest pool of like
With
ender
XP.
pearls and shit.
Oh shoot, that reminds me. Solar panels in Minecraft, like the build craft or industrial craft or whatever. You guys remember that
Yeah,
with
the
like all the
Minecraft
pipes
mods.
and everything, right? With all the pipes and like the pipe systems and the transfer systems. And all that.
Yes.
When I was a kid, right? When I was a kid, I was so proud because I made an infinite chest system because I was only using Buildcraft, right? And I used the slowest pipes possible, right? In a filter pipe. So it pumped all the items into like this super slow like circular loop of items, right? And then I had like the filters to like take things out of it, right? So it would literally just be me like watching like items go around in a circle for 5 hours to actually get like if I need stone, I would need to wait for like 3 hours. Because there's no limit on the amount of items inside of the like pipe system, right? So it would literally be like this tiny super slow wooden pipe circle, right? And like just one filter pipe out, one filter pipe in, and that's about it. And of course everything would be run on like redstone engines or whatever,
Yeah,
which are
like,
just like that or like solar panels, and like it would just be like zero maintenance. I hate maintenance.
And then you had computers,
Oh yeah, and then
and
the
everything
computer said,
changed.
and then the computer said. Oh yeah, no, the CME systems in Minecraft are really nice. The CME systems are really nice. I was too small brain to get that far.
I wish I knew how to get mods on Minecraft. Never
Damn.
could. As a kid, I never could.
Dude, I was
never
like
figured out.
12 when I started my first mod pack. I like mods.
I wow.
As long as you install them one by one, they're actually not that unstable.
I like when there's like multiple like mods and there's one big thing and you just go in the world and it's like crazy.
Dude,
Oh,
guys, I've seen Sword Art Online mod pack, right? Where they have like a server, right, with like fully designed like 100 floors or whatever, like a bunch of dungeons and like stats and levels, and it was actually pretty cool, because they had like custom items and everything, and it was a pretty cool mod pack altogether. A bit cringy because SAO is kind of cringe now that I think about it, but no, SAO I think was an interesting series for the time. It was not great,
With the
but for
time.
what it was, I think it was important for like the evolution of anime, I guess. But I don't watch anime anymore. Imagine having that much
Yeah,
time.
just,
No, anime for me has just kind of reverted to me reading translated novels and like on Clara's stream, right? Like anyone from Clara's stream, Clara was talking about like how they don't trust like translations, right? But I'm like, nah. As long as I have a machine translation, it's fine. Because I don't understand anything, right? It will be like it will be like it will be like
No. No.
stop.
No, I object. Why would you do that? There's good English media that you can read, or like whatever media it is in your original language. Why do you have to like go through the effort of looking at a machine translated, horribly garbled mess
I've
of a
read enough Harry Potter to have a deep hatred of like a lot of English novels because they're just so slow and the world makes no sense whatsoever.
Well,
You
that's
know?
Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Yeah, like Harry Potter's Harry Potter. He's got its problems.
Harry
but like
Potter
that
has a lot of
doesn't
problems.
mean all of the light novels has its problems as well.
Oh yeah, no.
This is
So like
no-
light novels have a lot of problems, right? But the thing I appreciate about a lot of light novels, right, is they're just like, yeah, no, the world doesn't make sense, but we have a system to explain all this. You know, like they don't try to be like, yeah, this is a magical wizard place where we literally explain zero of the wizard stuff, right? Because like we don't even know if like they use mana in Harry Potter, or we don't know like how magic works.
That's what. No. There is a system behind Harry Potter. It's just
Very, very.
that's not the
wait.
point of the book. The book wasn't trying to like
But the
explain
setting.
how the system worked. The book was like
Yeah.